What are you filling in there?
You're the worst.
Selling some coats?
Yeah, dude, just selling some coats. This is the lamest tour documentary I've ever seen in the history of the world.
Well, these are the worst coats in the history of the world, so... I was gone for 30 days exactly, and in that time I played 31 shows. For you to smoke the cancer of circumspection will grow inside your lungs until you choke. You'll regret when he's gone, 'cause he's the you're feeding for his fervor. It's a beautiful night. Leaving Kent tonight. Pretty rad. Soaking in the night, and this is what I want to be doing. And Siri just popped in with directions. Talkie, 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 talk, talk, talkie, talk, talkie, talk, talk. This is Kennedy, New York. Had a great time playing Jamestown. I'm standing on hallowed ground. Behind me is Ricky Skaggs tour bus. The country legend, Ricky Skaggs. I'm going to see if I can get on board. I'm not actually going to see whether I can do that. Slightly better accommodations than the Saturday Giant. Real nice guy named Jeremy letting me crash at his place last night, and now I'm going for a run. It's fucking beautiful out here. Played in Burlington, came back down, did a date in Troy, New York. Here I am in 51 3rd Troy, New York. One of the coolest spaces. First we got this sweet poster and RoboCop. This dude hanging out, who's awesome. Like there's a DVD and VHS library. Some nice loungers, numbered representation of various historical figures, I guess. Oh, a giraffe, and Santa Claus with twigs coming out of his face. Ooh, aerobics. Oh, Teddy Ruxpin, who has seen better days. This is incredible. Yeah. Cool. In Cambridge, I played at the Elks Lodge. It was set up through local bands. I played with my friends Night Fruit, and then there was another band called Friendly People, who were really great, and a band called Marconi. So it was the three of them and me, and it was just really good. It was like a basement kind of vibe. The drinks were cheap, so people were having a good time. There were a lot of people there, and I was very, very well received. This is going to be perfect for the tour documentary.
I'm going to put your kids.
Are you still videotaping?
No.
Yeah.
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 Let's do this.
This is how you fit 3 people and all of my equipment into a Honda Civic. Got the legs up?
Put my feet out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple days later, I played at this place called the Cloud Club in Boston.
So treat it like with as much respect as you possibly can.
a house that was purchased by this sculptor and artist back in the 60s, and he just sort of made the house a work of art. It's surrealist, kind of. The original architecture of the house is there as a frame, but he's done some interesting things with plaster, with the walls, and this place has a ton of history, and I don't really know how it's just a mystery to me that I ended up playing there. So it's this artist collective, and has a really, really cool energy, and just the vibe of the place is amazing, and the architecture is incredible, and the actual space where we had the show is in the attic, which meant carrying my gear up 5 narrow staircases. It was amazing up there. They had one whole wall was this mosaic of broken glass, but large pieces of broken glass. There is a tree inside the room that led up to a loft where there was a bed and a couple of chairs, and the roof was open. One of the panels of the roof was just open. And yeah, one of those things where I was just kind of like, how did I end up here, but it was great. I need to do a better job of going to sleep when I have the opportunity. Having a great time, though. It's really fortunate to have friends who will look out for me when I'm out here and take good care of me. Those people, if they see this, will understand how very much appreciated it is. Yeah, I did 4 shows in 2 days in New York City. Maybe my friends are right. Maybe I should just move to Brooklyn. Heading on into Manhattan. Fucking New York City, right in the thick of it. This place seems like I just can't even imagine that it's really difficult for me to believe that there's anyone capable of being in charge of this. I mean, I'm aware there's a mayor, but how could you possibly manage this teeming, nonsensical mass of humanity? I had a total of, counting the DC date, I had a total of 3 days off, and I made up for those days off with double shows, those 2 days in New York, and a double show in Jamestown, New York. Just finished playing at Googie's Lounge above the living room in Manhattan, and I'm on my way to play at the Trash Bar
in a quarter of a
Brooklyn.
Mile. Stay to the right
And
at Broadway East.
You just heard the GPS telling me what to do. Flying by the seat of my pants here, but I'm gonna make it and play another show. Sweet. New Jersey, where we get our power. Get a load of this, you know what I mean? I'd bid $10,000 for you at charity auction. I'd man a TIE fighter and take on the Death Star. I'd stand on your front lawn holding up a stereo. I'd forgo my own genetics. I want you to focus on how narrow this fucking street is. There's no margin for error here. The car fits exactly within these grooves. What the hell? Philadelphia. I know you were built a long time ago, but what the hell? Oh, and I'm about to load out through a colony of rats. Hey! Hey! Woo! Woo! Yeah! There they go. There was one. Where are the rest of you? Come on. Don't tell me you're all heading out now. I'm driving into Baltimore. Rah! Baltimore, I played I played at this place. There's a pizza place. This particular joint had 2 locations. One in an area called Station North, one in an area called Inner Harbor. You know, they just book one entertainer a night. You're shoved in the corner of this little pizza place. They had me turned down really low because they didn't want people to not be able to talk. And, you know, after I played, the bartender was like, man, I'm really sorry. Like, you know, you would have made way more sense at our other location. I mean, it was the sort of thing where I drove up and I immediately knew.
I am seated in Baltimore's Inner Harbor power plant live.
You know, seriously considered just not doing it. I'm glad that I did. Once I started performing, it was fine because I was just having fun with it. Yeah. No one was paying attention to me, so I was like jamming. I was like playing like 10, 15-minute versions of my songs, and no one noticed. And so then I was having a really good time.
It must be something like what hell is like.
And like, it was just the worst. It was the most artificial plastics environment and so ill-suited for my music. I mean, I wish that someone was there. It's an experience I'm glad that I had. Yeah. You know, that'll amuse me for years.
What the hell am I doing here? Driving through a mountain, dun, 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 dun. Driving through a mountain, dun, 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 dun.
If DC had not been canceled because of the hurricane.
The wind is starting to pick up here in Baltimore. Sandy is well on her way. I had to cancel the show in DC tonight because of this damn hurricane. And glad to be getting away from the coast. I guess it's supposed to be pretty messed up in Harrisonburg, where I'm still gonna try to play a show tomorrow.
The show in Harrisonburg, Virginia was put together by a new friend of mine named Annie because I had a gap between DC and Pittsburgh. Said, yeah, I'll set up a show, we can do it at my house. Let's make it a theme. It's around Halloween, let's make it a Where's Waldo theme. And I was like, why not? And many of them dressed as Waldo. There was a woman dressed as Carmen Sandiego. It was really fun, and people were really cool and attentive, and yeah, it was a good and weird Monday.
In spirit, as much as you were young in age, and by losing you, I don't believe the cosmos game. I've a good scene neural mention from my various neuroses, but the rodents keep piling up with trash from narcotic therapy.
My absolute favorite moment of the tour was taking a ferry across Lake Champlain from upstate New York into Vermont.
So I had no idea that this was the case, but I am apparently about to take a ferry from Essex, New York into Charlotte, Vermont.
I didn't know, you know, I just put like the address for the venue in Burlington in my phone, and I just turned and there's a lake. And, you know, there's been all this stuff about Apple's Maps app being inaccurate, and I was like, oh my god, like, what, I'm supposed to swim to frickin' Vermont? What the hell? But then, you know, right away I saw the sign for ferry, and I was like, holy shit, am I about to drive my car onto a ferry? Because I've never done that before. Burlington was amazing. I mean, it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The Adirondacks in upstate New York, absolutely beautiful. That area of the country is really, really pretty special. You know, to just sort of have that experience and to drive my car onto the ferry, and, you know, it just worked out. The sun was starting to set, and so as the boat crossed the lake, you know, the sun's starting to set behind the Adirondack Mountains, and the water is beautiful, and the lighting is amazing, the colors are amazing, and I was just sort of beside myself. I was like, I can't believe that I'm getting to do this. You know, that was an amazing feeling. Really just a buoyant feeling. I found at the time in the car, you know, maybe let my brain turn off a little bit.
It makes me feel a lot more like I'm manning a spacecraft. Stargate Atlantis.
Dayton, Cincinnati, and home.
Seems to me that it might be worth considering that you're a ghost monkey trying to teach us all something. Though we're huddled in these dark woods, trembling, surrounded on all sides by hungry eyes and sheer chagrin. Seems to me that it might be worth considering that we're just humble monkeys wishing for deliverance. Though we're
Exists for 40 kids to just like explore other people's bodies.
I can't do that, you know?
Speaking of musical horny geniuses, we go.
There it is. Columbus. Pretty weird that a month has elapsed since I've been here. Doesn't really feel like it's been that long. It's nice to see the city again. It looks small. It's weird. But I'm glad to be back.
Phil Cogley. I'll help you move your things if you want. I'm not trying to be a Phil Cogley.
One too many.
Too many Phil Cogleys.
You guys are doing a good job.
So what am I going to argue for? He's a married. I'm like, well, I'm a single mom.
You're going to say, well, you chose wrong.
Right.
Are you taking pictures now?
Yeah, I'm taking tons of pictures. Just taking pictures after picture.
Could you stop this video and
Phil, I really think